Anybody have theories on why McDonald's Sprite is better than canned or bottled Sprite?
I think it's the extra gas.
It's the crack. Ah, yes, that explains everything.
Dude, it's better by like default.
I guess. I don't like Sprite. I'm sorry, I'm a Dr. Pepper boy, through and through.
Oh, well, I knew you were a fan of DP, but
Oh yeah, you did.
It'll eventually even out. Guys, you got to kick the person if everybody agrees to kick them. Please hit K if you see vote kick. Do not troll vote kick, though. Unless it's Old Knight. But don't kick Old Knight because he will be kicked out of the match.
All right, I am live. I just redid all my scenes.
oh, that's a good thing to do. Obliterated.
I even updated the logo.
Oh shit.
It looks like JC343XXX is Thorn, and he's out for blood.
He is a monster on, right?
He's really good. Like, I played with him yesterday, and he gave me a run for my money on multiple maps as far as kills go. And I think he's a console player, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yep, he's the console king. All right, everybody. Next map will be the map that we're going live. So, what map are we starting with?
It'd be Gallant Court.
Gallant Court. Alrighty. Somebody's asking if there are class restrictions. I do not believe so. Yeah. It is not a competitive event. This is a fun event. So yeah, play however you feel you want to play.
Well,
Just don't do 32 versus 32 spear only. That's
you're gonna lose if you
terrible.
do.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But I think it's something we should hope. We would hope to see it.
there's two events that I want to do. I want to see an all spear event, and I want to see an all fist TO event where everybody just uses fist. I know it would be literally impossible to moderate because there would be one asshole who would jump in and just start murdering everybody like on cooldown. But
it sounds like last night when you were asking everyone to do everything with fists.
I do enjoy a good fisting every once in a while, for sure.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
And that's why I need to wear gloves. Oh God.
This is still a warm-up match, but we can go ahead and start looking at the rosters here. Let's see. So we have Team 1. Frontline, Electrical, Third Toenail, Coltrane, Durag, Bad Boy Rocky, Tion, The Real Ice Scam, Chris Scam, yeah. Uramoran, Moon making a guest appearance, X-Will, Reconstructor, Curse McGurse, Heffrey, Spice, JC343XXX, Rain is Orange. For support, Team 1 has Recovering Banker, Enjoy, Socks and Stocks, Too Awesome for You, aka Rumple Foreskin, and Kodia the Slayer. Flanking, headed by none other than King Narok himself, Paraxes 86, Goober Noodles, Jazzy, and Oatmeal. Is that the Oatmeal? Brown?
The Oatmeal.
He
Oh
won't be here
God.
tonight, though.
Aw.
Yeah.
And then our engineers for Team 1 are the infamous Sunder, who is probably going to be building the biggest wall known to man, in tandem with Turkish Syrup and Dangerous. Team 2, we have on the front line, we have Jester, Eruption, Spartacus, Lacuna, Jimmy Flex, Liddy Memes, Quick, Number Claw, Maximus, Wolfen Alpha, Mapleweed, Randy, Sixamund, and No Name, Drida, Paul, and Riplim. For support, we have Green Arms, or Green Legs, Mac, Bomb Squad, Raekwon, and Chicken Legs.
I have a chicken hat.
For Team 2's flanking squad, there is Rictus, 2003 Chrysler PT Cruiser trademarked, That Girl Kate, Hercules, and 3 tiny dots with 3 eyes. Engineers are none other than the decrepit old knight himself, Lazy Federale, and Boomstick 79.
We actually had to set out a silver alert earlier because we lost all night.
Oh no. Did you find him? What was he doing?
It was something with just the internet's not ready for it.
Okay, I gotcha. He was doing
Just
that thing
Superman
again.
pop into spectate.
Trying to. There we go.
All right. Now, can you say which teams are Mason and Agatha? Let's see.
Yeah. Team 1 is Agatha, Team 2 Mason.
Okay.
So you said Team 1's in the A, Team 2 to use the M.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do like your chicken hat, Superman. It's very fitting. I love it.
I couldn't find a flaming chicken hat. Not yet.
The
We
world's
will
not
try.
ready.
It was requested by
Alright.
Morgause.
That sounds like something Morgause would request. I hear her giggle over there. All right. So, because Morgause is here, do we have any bushes on Gallencourt? I feel like there's at least one bush on Gallencourt.
Not that I found.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there's at least one either in the first stage or right before the bridge.
I feel like I've definitely killed someone with a bush on this level.
Okay, I can finally go live.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, I tried it immediately. I'm trying to find PV. It's my only chance to actually get in spectate and find out what the fuck he does and how he does it. This is just self-serving.
Well, the first thing that Peon does is he makes sure that he's default knight. That's a very important aspect of his play style.
Well, look at the Agathians. They all went to the same spot. There's some coordination going on here. Looks like the general's in here.
So it looks like Mason's pushing the front bridge very, very hard. The bridges haven't arrived to breach the wall. We've got a few people on Mason, at least trying to revive the right catapult. The left catapult needs some love. We've got one person, Swaggish player, who I don't think he's on the list, and he's AFK, so he can probably be kicked. You've got 30 Masons on the door, all just waiting to get in. I think Mason's going to clean sweep this point if the Agathians do not get over here.
And you don't see any movement from the Agathians that have a top view. They really need to know how to move over quickly. None of them moved over at all.
Well, they just cleaned out that little center.
They just, like, the entirety of the Masons' forces, all 30 of those people are dead now, so I guess whatever strategy they did worked. You got a lot more Masons coming topside now, spilling over into the point. Catapult, almost a huge hit. He's got to be careful here because if he launches, oh my god, he's going to kill so many teammates.
Who is that disappointing me on the catapult?
That was unfortunate. The entire Mason order came in.
Liddy memes.
Liddy memes.
Literally destroyed the entirety of that push.
I don't know what you're talking about, Judd.
Almost artistic about it, to be completely honest. Like,
very artistic.
It looks like a lot of Masons are trickling in left side, going up the ramps. It looks like most of the Agathian forces are kind of focused on the bridge or the actual point over here. I'm seeing down pretty solidly.
I'm seeing the Masons making the classic mistake you see of trickling in small groups.
Yep. There's another small group coming in of 4 or 5 people on right side. It looks like they are going to be way outnumbered compared to the Agathians over there. Somebody shooting themselves into the point. Who was that? Kate being very ballsy and just going for it. Yeeted herself into the point.
We're seeing some great engineer work, as usual, led by Sunder.
Yep. So you can tell where Sunder is because do you see the absolute abundance of walls over here? He's trying to build a house, but it's being hampered by how many people want to break down his walls.
Your Moran just going wild with that mall.
So,
Huge Mason push on the left.
Yeah,
Mason's
yeah.
left. If they can win this team fight, they probably have it.
So the only bad thing is I don't see literally anybody on the left side point if you're coming from Agfa. There's one Mason over there or two Masons over there that are capping that point uncontested, and the remainder of the entire rest of the match is on the rightmost point.
The Blues, they're taking out the Masons enough. The Masons were not able to push ahead and establish a foothold. Now you're going to see the stragglers taken out, but they are getting a wave of support right now.
I think there's too many people on the right point over there. Still, I think Masons are still going to have enough numbers to push it through here.
It looks so even, dude. What the fuck?
We've got a battle between Maximus and Goober over here. Maximus just took him out. The only reason I'm highlighting that is that it wasn't anywhere near the point. It was out in the open, in the middle of the map. You know, just a good old-fashioned 1v1 fight to the death.
And Agathian's taking it back. I do believe we have a lot more killers on Agathian's side.
I'm looking. So they have exhausted all of their catapult shots. So, yeah, this might... Okay. They just got it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a few people just staying right off the objective. Even to heal, you got to keep your feet on the objective.
So this first objective is pretty easy as long as somebody knows what they're doing on the catapult. As soon as the catapult runs out of ammo and you haven't taken the points, it becomes a lot harder for the Masons. Like really hard. I'd say like you saw how much they struggled right there after they didn't have catapult support. Like they were struggling to take those points.
Yeah, those catapult shots, as in all stages designed with catapults, they make your life so much easy, especially in the hands of an experienced catapult user.
Yeah, bro, Superman.
Old Knight's got a spear as a knight. I can only imagine what that VC is like right now.
He's probably giggling hilariously to himself. Masons are spreading. They're doing a divide and conquer move. It looks like about half of their forces went off to the left, maybe to flank around on the backside of the boat. Half went over to the right. It looks like the Masons are going to be outnumbered slightly on the right side over here. They could probably save up for a big push to make something happen.
You can see Sunder's handiwork just blocking the top path for the Masons, who still are frustrated with it.
Yep, Turkish Syrup putting down 4 barricades, or 2 barricades and a spike trap. Making sure nobody gets through the front side of the boat over here. It looks like they will go down though, so there is a hole opened up, and quite a few Masons trickling in.
Yeah, there is. All right.
I'm just going to deadpan say things that have innuendo, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry.
I love it. I love it.
All right, Mason's making a big push on the boat on the top side. They might be able to push through here. They do have a numbers advantage.
Who is flanking the other boat? They just pulled like 7 Agathians away.
I can bet who's flanking on the other side. Is Narok on that team?
It's Narok on Mason.
Yeah,
You know what? No. Yes. No. Yes. You know what?
Yes.
It's anybody's guess.
Because I know Narok, one of his strategies is basically while everybody's preoccupied with the first boat.
Oh my god, yeah, he is.
Their little flank squad will go behind and try to backcap the other explosives. But it would be pretty hard because both Rabbit and Turkish Syrup have created a literal Fort Knox around their explosives over here. All right, first ship goes down. I forgot what this ship is called.
Lion's Mane.
Ah, the Lion's Mane. Yeah, and what's the other ship called?
Golden Roar, right?
Yeah. I mean, they really love their lions over at ACFA for sure.
I definitely don't have a lot of hours in this game.
I mean, who knows? You could just be lying to us about it.
I'm not Mufasa.
So I'm coming back over to the fortress that they've constructed, and it has grown, doubled in size since I last looked at it. So yeah.
Got a spotlight on Strida doing work with that longsword.
Yeah, he's in the mix. He's in the mix. He's really giving it to him.
I know that those thrusts are solid. He got someone from behind right there. He's trying to get both of them from behind, but he's swinging it around now. But I think he's going to end it on a thrust.
Are giving everybody
and thrust, and he's thrusting him while he's on his knees. Oh, that was amazing work by Strida.
You know what? If you look at the kills, like of the top players on each team, normally at this point in any other match, they would be like way up there in kills.
Oh,
it's crazy how sweaty this lobby is.
I literally watched Moon Moon fight 4 people as a peasant for like a minute straight.
Moon Moon getting a lot better at this game.
How did I do that? Yeah, that guy's really cocky. You'd think he's like voiced some of these characters or whatever.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine if Moon Moon voiced the peasants? It'd be insane.
Dude.
It wouldn't sound as good.
You know what? So many people do think he did the what you call it, Argon. It's an ongoing joke now.
Who?
Moon Moon. They think he did the voice of Argon.
It's
hit me up every day.
It's possible.
When he does the impersonation, it sounds so close.
It's so close, dude.
All right, we've got a heavy Mason push on the left side of the bridge. Looks pretty heavy, Mason heavy. Sunder and them are reinforcing. Actually, I think Sunder is on. Yeah, he's on AGFA. Yeah, so he's reinforcing the
barricades.
already planted barricades with even more barricades.
That is something that I've always dreamt.
But it looks like all of the barricades have been depleted. Mason is literally throwing a nuclear arsenal of explosives up the bridge. Very hard push.
Wow.
They should probably watch out for those ramps that they built so close to the barricades, because somebody can still like throw one over and then jump over.
That's a tactic I'd like to see more on other maps such as Thick.
Oh yeah. Even with loading the katas, like you just stand on the wall and do it way easier. There's Cal, 2v1ing, 3v1ing. Cal and Strida gets it.
I mean, you're seeing
Go ahead.
the great game design is how you're able to tell like the number of people who are in the battle, no matter how messy it gets. I mean, if you've ever turned off the HUD, you still have instinctively know what's happening on the battlefield.
not only instinctively know what's happening on the battlefield, but you instinctively know who you're fighting most times, especially if you fought them a lot. The unmistakable drip of some of these people, like Old Knight.
You guys hit my baldness.
Yeah, no, I can see Jester from a mile away, and I can see Superman from a mile away because all of their characters look exactly the same.
It's your folliculist.
My audio sounds better. Ooh. Says Poba.
What?
What's wrong with the other one's audio, Poba? Is like a voice too hot or in-game volume too hot?
It's not me, is it?
No, for y'all, I have y'all like level with me pretty much.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can see Pokey from a mile away. We went over this last time. Like, I can get all the way up here, above the map, and I can still see Skull.
Look,
Moon just cost his team from being able to counter that because his peasant fell down in front of the gate for them to get down to the objective. Oh, that was wonderful.
Brown, apparently your game volume is a little hot.
Oh, my game volume. I do have 2 games going on. I think it's, you know, it is playing it twice. Whoa.
I mean, I have you muted. I have everybody muted on mine, so I couldn't tell. So if Mason gets through this point right here within the next like minute or so, then they should be good. Otherwise, they're gonna run out of time when it gets to the church doors, especially with Sunder on Agatha. Like, I don't think, unless they really book it right now, that Agatha or that Mason has a chance of winning this game, to be completely honest.
No, you're right. Sunder's one of the most terrifying names to see on defense on any map, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's mainly because it takes a concerted group effort to counter a good engineer. One person, it doesn't matter if you're the top slayer on the team and you have fucking 60 kills, whatever. If Thunder is putting up the largest engineer wall that you've ever seen in tandem with him and his friends, you literally cannot take down the barricades fast enough and live in all that chaos. I've seen it 100 times here on this map, where basically Mason is steamrolling as far as kills go, and I just can't break through solo and kill everybody and take out all the barriers and take down the church door at the same time. Like, it's just not possible for one person.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it does take a team effort to overcome, like, really good engineers. I'd say, like, not as much of a team effort to overcome like an incredible slayer, but somebody who's just solely focused on the objective. Such a pain in the ass.
I mean, even this objective's not that bad, because one like smart person can find a crack in Agatha's defense, go up the side stairs, and then run a barrel in. A lot easier than they could like beat down a door.
Speaking of which, there's an engine. No, somebody snuck. It was Liddy Memes back in the back. He snuck in past every Agathian.
He still needs to he needs to make up for those bad catapult shots.
Dude, he's been the highlight of like at least one of these objectives every single week.
Yeah.
So
remember him like holding off the what you call it, the cages the other week. That was insane.
Oh, that was amazing. And what you're saying about having one smart person, if you are going to do a concerted push against barricades, you need to have Pullman up front putting down spike traps and just stand.
Oh my god, look at this push. Look at this push, but no barrels. There's only 2 barrels off to the right, and they haven't picked them up.
To the right, yeah. I think this is going to go a W to Agatha.
That was an impressive push. That was an impressive push.
Honestly, if they had 2 more people, because you only need 3 barrels to actually get that objective. Like if 2 other people picked up the barrels and tried to run them in at the same time, it would have been close. But I still think that Agatha would have won on the church doors. To be completely honest.
100%. I agree. And what I was saying is, if you have Pullman being able to put up spike traps, those barricades, they turn to your advantage as soon as you jump over them, because you're about to place or like attack the objective with their protection.
Stepbo, we're going to Lion Spire, right? Yep.
Yes.
Alrighty. So what are the teams here, Stepbo?
Be Team 1 Mason, Team 2 Agatha.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna spectate.
Yeah, I feel like spectating this round too.
I would hope so.
Oh, and we've got JBK in here, another pub star.
Hey, it's Seasick Khan. What's up, dude? Wait, JBK's in here? That's gonna throw off the balance like a motherfucker.
Yeah, just throw in another peon. Why don't you? Oh.
Wait, he's in the match?
And he's in spectate.
He's in spectate.
Oh, okay, okay. Fuck.
Moon using his omnipresent powers to slow time as we know it.
He also trained the chicken on my head.
Oh, he sped it up.
Yep.
Yeah, Moon's actually a level 1000 time wizard. It's actually one of the classes that might be leaked into the game, so you never know.
And it's going to be modeled after me. Look at it. It's a sneak peek.
Hang on, I gotta fix this.
I'm going to follow Jazzy and Old Knight.
Alrighty, so we're starting off. Let's see where most of the
Old Knight running into a glitch, can't pick up his teammate, or refusing to.
So it's looking like while most of Agatha is focused on center, a large portion of the Mason forces are flanking to the left over here, but they're going to be met with a spawn wave if people take note. You can see the Sunder, Turkish Syrup, King Narok, they're all going to probably take control of the catapults over here. Oh man,
Damn,
this
Banker's gotta go.
Wedge
Randy
is about to get overrun by like 8 people.
Randy, little less than full power at the left one. And if you're on the Mason catapult, you want full power aimed for that spawn wave.
It looks like we have one person on a ballista already. Let's see who that is. It's Maximus holding it down. Maximus can make sure that whoever's on that catapult over there is not having a good time. But we do have Rabbit on the other ballista on Mason's side. So Rabbit might be taking out their ballista, and their ballista might be taking out the catapult if they get it turned around here.
Sunder flanking Maximus.
Yep. Maximus about to get it. Let's see.
Ooh, nicely done.
And he takes him out. It goes back to ballisting. So
yeah, you're right about that, Con. Absolutely.
We do have Awesome Fire 45, which, I mean, is he even a... Like, who is he?
Just a random.
Yeah. Okay, so Mason has a random on the catapult, so this should be fun.
Oh yeah, let's see the TKs fly, baby.
Oh man! All right, let's take bets on how many.
Yeah,
how
what's
many
the over
people-
under here?
Yeah.
He's waiting on a stone that hasn't arrived.
Waffles.
He's actually got it loaded like dangerously too close.
So he's hogging the catapult in a sanctioned event. Waiting
Do they
for
need-
somebody to load his catapult shots for him. That's not happening.
Waffles getting on it. Rumple foreskin. I hate that I said it.
Yep. Rumble foreskin. Let's see.
Okay, all right.
He takes out 2. He needs to
You
decrease
can't
the
be-
power a little bit.
You
That was
can't
one of the shots
be
of all time.
doing these amateur shots, and especially with the crowd like this. I
Bro,
mean,
look
he
at chivalrous Finboy on top of the fucking, on top of the hut.
Yep. He's using that high ground advantage.
Yeah,
It looks
absolute
like
bastard.
green arms
oh,
down
he's
here.
dipping it away.
Oh.
And immediately
Waffles.
Waffles getting shot.
Yep. Now Waffles, he's a danger on the catapult. He knows exactly the shots he needs to land. Honestly, he's probably the next best catapult player next to Brown. If I had to,
Make
if
a
I
list.
had to call out somebody,
Wait, Brown's good at catapult? Well, you learn
Yeah.
something new every day, I guess.
Yeah, it's something I picked up an hour ago.
Nice.
all right, Rumple needs to decrease the power and go more to the right. It sounds like. He's not hitting anybody. He's
Hey,
got
he
too
hit
much
the shit
power.
out of that sand. That
This
sand's
is
not getting back up.
This is the thing I don't understand when people play catapult, especially when the entire objective relies on it. If you've missed more than 3 shots in a row, you need to give that up.
Or you just practice.
Well, Waffles
Not
on it
in
now,
a-
so he might be able to do something else. But every time he goes to load a catapult shot, somebody else jumps on it instead of him. Okay, there we go. Let's see, Waffles. He might get a good 3 or 4 kills here. Okay, he got 2
He
and
got
he
the
destroyed
barricades.
the barricades. That's great.
And that's the exact shot you want. Right now, he needs to do a little more strength and
Nice.
have it prepped to take out their spawn wave. And now he's gonna get flanked by them. Great
Okay,
shot.
2 or 3.
Good shot. Good shot.
Superman, don't let me forget. I just had an idea. Just remember
That
this,
was
like,
not a good shot.
no HUD letterboxing on your live screen.
Oh
Dude.
shit!
Oh shit! Right?
Actually, I
Make
can
it
do
look
that.
like an actual movie. I just
think-
thought of it because I was like doing
Uh,
these, like trying to do movie shots, like action shit.
So, if Brown's like me, he probably has a button that's like no HUD that he has bound.
Yeah,
Or
I
do you
need
just
to. I have to but I should be able. I think I will be able to try that today.
I rebound my toggle HUD button to my O key. So we've got a few people trying to stop Waffles over here. Wolf and Alpha trying to take Waffles down. It's a 2v1 versus Wolf and Alpha. 1v1. They're both 1 hit from dying. Waffles hits him in the leg with a poleaxe throw, and he resumes catapulting. Doesn't hit anything.
Do you see this
good,
flank in
Rocky. How are you?
the far right of for Agatha? Kate and someone
Yeah.
else going for a flank. Oh, this is
Yeah.
going to be amazing.
We probably shouldn't have called it out because there are some people listening, but
It's
But
not
they're
gonna
not
be
doing
a-
that.
right now, oh my goodness.
Oh,
It was all an
amazing.
elaborate
Oh.
ruse.
He's
going
gonna
on,
feel that
Rocky?
one in the morning.
And they're turning the catapult around. Brilliant play.
Yep. So I think Mason has enough control over the objective right now that they're just gonna get it with the ram, which they just did.
Lazy Federal and Kate, that was beautiful.
So the engineer squad already has a wall up for after the ram has gotten through. A fire pot would be insane. Oh my god. As I said that, you literally just fire potted like 8 people with that. Is there a second fire pot that can be thrown? It looks like Masons are going to push through right here. Honestly, most of the engineers on Agatha probably need to back up and start barricading the tunnel over here. We have one barrier, but not a lot else. Also, there's no Agatha on the ballista, which could have helped them immensely as they were going through the door. Because a lot of times you can get like triple or quadruple kills, like shish kebab style, with a ballista bolt.
Seeing the Masons come from defense's right, they came together.
Major car accident on the highway. Damn, bro. That's crazy.
So I'm seeing if anybody's doing some crazy flanks. So there's nothing really happening on the right side. Generally, when I see Narok, he's either doing one side or the other.
Tell you what, this peasant Vincent kind of looks a little sus. I don't know where he's going. He's up to something. I don't trust him.
I love when you get a trap kill from a peasant where you kick them into a peasant and then the peasant stabs them. It's the best kill in the game, hands down.
All right, Durag, let's see what you got.
So Masons have already set up a fort inside the town square.
That's protecting that health box. It's something
Yeah.
you should be seeing more.
Yeah,
Oh wait, the Masons set it up in there. That's
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen.
that is pretty insane. The fact that they got a flank squad in there to set up like 8 walls.
That's insane. That's a Sunder play if I've ever seen one. Oh, a barrel? Oh, no barrel kill. Getting a Donkey Kong kill on somebody is so satisfying.
Dude, I like when you throw it from like the highest point in the map and it hits somebody
Yes.
after you hold it down and it hits them for like 200 and something damage.
Yeah, that's the best. Like you headshot on top of a knight or something.
Dude, like an Acme anvil kill from like the highest point on the map is hilarious and brutal.
Okay, Velvet got in. Any right now. It's fine.
All right, so Agatha's trying to basically build a wall using the already placed walls that come with the map. So like that wall right there is one engineer's doing. So imagine if all of the engineers placed all of their walls. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what the limit is when you have 30 people. Maybe it's 4.
It's 4.
Oh, okay. So that's 16 walls. That's insane. If they all
Yeah.
like climbed them together.
So, Steppo, guess what I have been able to do? All your idea? Cinematic.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch it. Yeah, it just dawned on me when I'm trying to get in the crowd and then like back out slowly. And like watch it unfold.
Make sure, Superman, that for your cinematic mode, turn the HUD off and decrease the camera move speed, and then zoom in a little bit. Like, you really want it to feel like a movie.
Oh,
And I just
controller, you don't even need
realized
to worry about it.
I was
Sports
on
have
my
balls.
other screen.
This horse does have balls, but it doesn't have a dick. How's this horse have balls but no dick?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask the devs on that one.
I mean, clear. Like, look at they look like a pair of truck nuts down there.
We'll post it in tandem with the pig anus forum post as well.
And it's kind of giving you a look like, don't, you know? Oh, shit.
All right, it looks like Masons are commanding a lead over the town square here. It looks like they... Oh, I mean, Agatha's trickling in. Chivalrous Femboy needs to get on the point. So does Sunder. They're right outside the circle.
Peon's really turned on the gas. He's up to 32 kills already.
You love to see it.
Does he know how to turn it off?
I don't know.
Remember,
I
remember,
really
if he
don't think he
games-
does.
If he games too hard, his computer will literally explode.
That's true. Yeah, he'll get disconnected. Like,
That is actual fact. The game has to physically limit him in real life.
Yep.
yes, impeccable camera work. Thank you, Boba. Just zoomed in on a pair of horse balls for an uncomfortable amount of time.
All right, Peon is. I swear he's got like active camo on. Like he's in the middle of 4 people and nobody's attacking him.
It's the plot armor, dude.
Yes, Peon has plot armor confirmed. Notice how when he dies, he just respawns again. So you literally can't kill him.
It's true.
Let's watch an entire life of Peon.
A life of Peon. I can't even find him.
He's now coming in and attackers left.
I'm just trying to like scroll in to like lock onto him or like go through the people. It's not finding him.
Well,
Wait,
I'm sure.
attackers left.
And now he's on the circle. And he
Just look at the
is.
default.
Yep.
Right.
It's the
He's-
default armor. I think it's the default armor, to be completely honest.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand how he can look at himself and play while looking like that. But then again, you remember he plays on a literal potato. So.
Yeah.
And you think Henry Cavill, being as rich as he is, could afford something a little bit nicer?
All right. Well, the Masons need to push into this point here. It looks like they have the majority on the square, but you do have about 30 Agathians coming in on the back side. So honestly, I don't know if Mason's going to be able to pull this one out.
Well, Agathians are used to coming on the backside in massive numbers.
Oh my god, they probably have it right here. They just need to win a little bit more of this team
Yeah.
fight. They have the numbers.
So Mason's getting another 8 guys in. So yeah, I think they're gonna get it.
And there they come from the back again.
Oh my god, they hit him with the Megan Thee Stallion. A really good flank around the backside. You never see these kind of strats anymore. A solid Megan Thee Stallion strat.
I just saw 4 people beat up a 2004 PT Cruiser. It was brutal. It was like they were playing Street Fighter. You know, that bonus stage where you just destroy somebody's car for no reason. Like that's basically what I just watched.
Oh my god. Wow,
Alright,
impeccable audio on this map too. Whoever's in charge of that, kudos. If only they were a peasant. Oh my god, Moon's just beating the brakes off some guys.
So it looks like Agatha has a pretty strong defense right here. You see the Great Wall forming back here. They could definitely use about 8 more barricades. So just remember, if you're a footman or an engineer, just keep placing your walls. You need as many as possible.
I mean, you put down 4, then you fill in those other 2, and you wait for them to attack and destroy your barricade, and you start placing it as soon as it's destroyed.
Yeah. or you just pick it up to heal it, because you know you can, like, if your barricade's damaged, you can just pick it up and then place it back down and it's fully healed. Because that's how science works or something. I don't.
Well, that tactic I think works in pubs, but if you try doing it in a lobby such as this, you're not gonna have time because there's a constant pressure. You don't get that 1 second breather.
Can we take a moment to appreciate how many banners Mason has right now? At one point I saw 5 banners up simultaneously, so...
Look how they're placed, too. They cover a lot of ground there.
Everybody on the Masons team is gaining so much health.
That's actually really smart. Like, if you place them in a square like that, you're pretty much covered in the middle.
And people don't, like, understand how good Guardian banners are, but, like, they can make you last forever. On the
I know. Sometimes it makes you last so long, just you're gonna be exhausted. You might have to go to see a doctor.
Look, if you last for longer than 4 hours on the battlefield, you need to see a doctor. All right.
It's why
banner.
It's why Peon plays on Potato. He's at the doctor so often.
Pova, if you want to hop in, you can replace Rain. He is on Team 1, so you'll be with Team 1, Pova.
So, again, they're rebuilding. Their first wall, their prototype wall, was torn down, but this wall will be bigger and longer and stronger. So
harder and faster.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, and faster. The wall will be faster for sure. Again, the Guardian banners are they're moving up with the actual Mason army. Like, every time I see a banner go down, like 2 more pop up, like, alongside.
Who is that in the middle with the Highland sword?
I don't even know how to say that name, but yes.
Yeah, that's Ziltoid Homicent something.
Doing some work.
All right, 3 minutes to hold these last 2.
So this should be a pretty easy point for Masons to get. Honestly, I think this is probably one of the easier points on the map to get, but we have seen this point stalled so many games, and it's all because of the engineers. Look at this. The engineers making a column around the banner.
The Rock already hitting the last one, snuck by. I mean,
oh, man.
dude. He got a couple shots on it.
But it still stands.
Well.
Uh-oh. letting them group up like this on top is so dangerous.
Yeah.
It's gonna make for a hard
this is
pull.
where I've lost it a ton in previous matches, because once Agatha gets a hold up here, people can't climb the ladders, they can't come up the stairs. Like, basically your best bet is to go through the middle, wrap around, and come up those ladders on the side near the middle, like on the back side. But even then, it's still going to be dangerous trying to go up there.
And even in these lobbies, like, all the secret little strats most of these people know.
Yeah.
So, you know, they know to check those ladders.
I mean,
a couple Masons are...
So we do have Morin coming in, and X-Will, yeah, they just go down immediately after they get off the ladders.
You need to have one person just waiting at the top of the outside ladders, and the ones near the objective, and then have everyone rush in, and then go up those ladders and those back stairs, and everyone's going to be focusing at the back. I mean, all you need is that one person to be able to jump over that barricade and get a couple hits in.
Yeah, so generally what I like to do is have somebody with a spear just guarding the tops of the ladders, so you can get 2 hits, maybe even 3 hits off on them before they even get up the ladder. Because what'll happen is they'll climb up the ladder and then somebody will climb up the ladder after them, which will force them up. And the whole time they're being forced up on the ladder, they're just getting stabbed in the face by a spear multiple times.
Uh-oh, getting interesting over here. Fire on the thing itself.
See how these people are getting pushed up off the ladder? Mason might actually be able to sneak a few hits in here.
Oh, Jawsy.
Lacuna trying to get in. I don't think he's going to be able. Rabbit, come on.
Yes, the jump slash.
Something in there. No
it
way.
Has one
No
hit.
way. Durag.
Yes,
Durag,
baby.
you animal.
Oh my god.
I just see Durag fighting 40 people while trying to just get to that wood, you know?
God. Yeah,
Dude,
once he
nothing's
has
gonna
his,
stop him from getting to the wood.
he has it on sight. He's so focused.
All right,
It's
it
like
looks like both teams have called a ceasefire since they're both going to opposite directions. That's nice.
So,
Well, you love to see both teams cooperating. Middle of battle.
yeah, like all of the Mason team goes over to the left and all of Agatha goes over to the right. Just, you know.
I mean, I am amazed they got the last banner. I mean, and they went up against Thunder, didn't they?
Yeah, no, that was all Sunder. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
That's impressive, going up against arguably the best.
Sunder's on Mason, but you know, that was still great work by the Agathian team. And it looks like they're going to do the same strat over here on the right side trebuchet. You already have 2 walls barricading up the choke point over here. 4 walls actually stopping the plant. So they have to come basically around the backside to even plant it. Now, if a Mason can get in there and jump on top of the stack of explosives, they would be really well fortified. So I'm looking for like a poleman or somebody to come in there, put down a spike trap, jump over those barricades, and try to light it from the top. Like it would be perfect. Oh, we've got one person in there. Povakin, he's in there. I don't think.
What a rat, Pova!
Oh man. Pova being the objective goblin.
No, he's that velvet and fastest brains in.
Pova is determined to be the first Mason astronaut. Actually, he's got Jawsy up there that wants to join him. Is Jawsy going to space? Turkish syrup. Rumple is going. Who is going to space?
Is he gonna defuse it? He got that defused.
Shit.
No way.
Who is the Golden Knight on the objective right now?
I think that was Kate.
She has a golden face.
So not Kate.
Wow, that's rude. Says she has a golden face. You're like, oh, well, definitely not Kate.
Well, Kate has the crown. So I know what armor he's talking about. I just can't see it right now.
Oh yeah, Kate did it.
Hey, I was right. Ha. Okay, so that was probably a pretty big upset for Mason because I don't know if they're going to be able to get another person on the inside, especially with Kate or with Wolf and Alpha just sitting on top of the explosives over there.
Hey, we've seen crazier shit.
Curious Toenail gets us a ninja.
No way.
Oh, he's definitely going to die, but yeah, Wolf and Alpha is sitting on top. Turkish Syrup coming in, trying to clear out the top. We've got the full engineer squad trying to like get in there. A few people have been trying to ninja plant, but again, I don't think there's enough time. They might be able to get this point, but the last point's going to be very hard.
Yeah, the last two.
Well, I mean, generally, whenever like a new set comes up, one of them is the easy cap, one of them's the hard cap. So,
Well, we saw it
like,
at the first two, where they got the first one, no effort.
yeah. So, like, what would happen is if Masons actually clutch this, which it's not looking good right now, they would basically all go to the left side trebuchet and cap that immediately, because all of the Agathians would basically back up to the right side trebuchet. They're not going to go across the map to the other trebuchet unless they're spawning, so... Alright, GG. Win
Like
for
to-
Agatha.
Point out how amazing that engineer play has gotten.
Yeah, no, engineers are insane. That buff, basically anybody who is already good at engineer and defending objective, it just supercharged their power. Like I think you know, barricade stopping attacks was good, because beforehand you just put down barriers, and then like somebody with a Highland sword would just chop through all two of them in one swing. But God, it makes it rough when you have a bunch of very good engineers.
Oh my god, I've always wanted to do the Dark Forest opening with cinematic camera.
I gotta type team 2 twice. That's right. Team 1's sitting it out.
Team 1 Agatha, team 2 Mason, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Make sure to go to spectate.
Mason? Why can't I click on spectate? Oh, I'm already in spectate.
Yes, you are. All right, so I still, to this day, have never seen the first point of Dark Forest defended properly with a full lobby. I've seen it in 40-man queues before, but I have never in a full 64 player versus 60 or 32 versus 32 player server where people were actively trying to destroy the barricade. Failed to do so.
In all my hours of play, when the Highlander sword was first introduced, that was when I was able to do it multiple times.
Look, I'm gonna say that guy, he already got like one hit in on the barricade and then got immediately pushed into it. So this might be a good test of whether they can defend the barricade. All it takes is one Mason guy running around the backside and just absolutely obliterating this barricade. Bahoki going down to the magnetic spikes, and yep, there's the push. Barricades go down. I do have to say that that Agathians are utter shit at building barricades.
Period. That was hilarious.
I was like, that is the best dramatic pause of all time.
Yeah, I just have to say, Gathians are utter shit. Back to you.
But think about it. They have a barricade that literally spans the length of a road at the start, and then they have a barricade that's literally just piles of twigs. All right.
Hey,
Like,
those
we run over
twigs
every
were
time. Like
they were threatening enough to stop this wagon, a self-driving wagon.
I mean, I have to give it to the Agathians. At least they're not as stupid as the Masons, who could literally just drive the catapult and caravan over to the left or right side of the barricade. I feel like the barricade would not stop an entire caravan at all.
did Peon leave?
He might have crashed.
Yeah.
I'm reaching.
It happens. It's
Go,
known
go,
to happen.
Magic Superman.
All right, so this is the choke point for Agatha right here. If they can keep that caravan right around the bridge, like that's a pretty solid defensive point because it limits the options for the Masons to come in and push the cart. Once the cart gets more out into the open, then they usually can just push it straight to the gatehouse. So it looks like they are going to be pushing straight to the gatehouse right now.
And they're doing the
Yeah.
smart thing of fighting in front of the wagon because the area that counts for the wagon is much larger to the side and behind than the front. So if you're fighting in front, Agatha's not going to count.
Yeah. I always tell people when it comes to objectives like this, you need to be putting like your nuts on the cart. Like they need to be touching the cart for it to push forward. So that's how it's powered, actually.
Just look at those
Alright,
Agathians going straight to the objective.
Hang on, we need to make sure people are kicked. This peon can't get back in.
Just tell tell Masons to kick whoever so we can get Peon back in, and we'll let him know when somebody leaves.
Watching JBK keeping Agathians off the objective on the left by himself. But commentator's curse.
So it's looking like Agatha is trying to hold down the gate over here. There are a lot on the right side for Mason. Well, they're getting cleared out. Big Mason push. Where are the Masons? Like they're very sporadic right now. I can't see a large clump. So we have what, 8 of them on the right side right now. So Masons are making a push on the right. There's 2 on point already, 4 on point already. So yeah, they're gonna take the gatehouse right now.
Well, the Masons did the smart thing and waited to group up before pushing. You've seen very strong teams make that mistake of just trickling in, and some very strong fighters would have been fine in a regular pub or just getting slaughtered.
All right. So Masons coming in. Yeah, no, it was weird. I didn't see any Masons, and then I saw like 10 of them just at one point, and they basically just took over the point immediately. Mason's already getting a pretty good push on the cart. First choke point coming up right around the stairway over here. You can see that they have created a whole bunch of barriers, but it looks like it might be doing something. I think Masons are going to push in as soon as they start plugging the cart. Now I'm having trouble finding the Agathians. It's just a sea of red.
I think that might be more of the long respawn for defense on this map.
Yeah, they did change that in one of the patches, didn't they? They made it
slightly better.
Yeah. So second choke point coming up right here, right around the crucifix, is usually where the cart gets stuck. I've seen entire games be stalled right here, right at the mouth of the bridge, and right at the mouth of the gate. That's the last choke point for this objective. Like the last few inches that the cart has to push through the gate. It's also where you can rack up the highest amount of kills if you're using an Executioner's Axe, a Highland Sword, a Great Sword. Generally, I just get in there, I flank around, and cleave through like 30 people with one swing. Like, this is my favorite point on the map right here. When it pushes into the bridge and clumps everybody up, you can get some absolutely massive kills.
Superman, if you do want to jump in on oh my god, who is this? LK Brandon.
Oh, that's a real LK.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, he didn't sign up. Which team?
You can jump in on Agatha for Peon until I can get him back in here.
So it looks like Agatha took my my commentary to heart, saying that, hey, this is a really good choke point, as they have built a ton of walls. Look at this craftsmanship right here. So fortunately for the Masons, all they have to do is touch the cart and it will rocket through like 4 of those barricades. So unfortunately, it's not going to matter too much. Let's see if yeah, there's two down. We might take down this third one. Masons just have to touch the cart. The cart itself is actually creating a choke point now.
Alright. There we go.
Alright, Peon's back in.
So
God damn. The timing.
it does look like I mean, Masons have 5 minutes. Like, they're easily going to push this in right here. But yeah, this is the point I was talking about. Right here is where you can rack up the most amount of kills if you have a big, slow, heavy cleaving weapon.
Or just get a bunch of stabbing.
Yeah, I've seen Baker rack up kills here too, just because the 2 narrow corridors right here are perfect for racking up multiple penetration kills with the spear.
We're just seeing
Baker's still doing
push through.
Still doing pretty good despite a missing D key, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, he can't move to the left. He can't look left.
He's
Or
an MB turner.
Oh, Kate versus McGurf's up top here. 1v1.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that. Here's McGurse with the shield warhammer versus Kate with the long sword. Oh, Kate disarms the shield.
Oh,
And kills him with the most disrespectful longsword throw I've ever seen.
I'm trying to get back in. There has to be someone else in that doesn't belong.
yeah, but Peon's back in. So
Okay. Do we know?
well, maybe is that actually Peon 404?
Yeah, I accidentally left with peanut butter, and that allowed him to get in at the same time.
Okay, hold on then.
It's fine.
Yeah, I could just stick with one camera for.
So
Are you sure? Because Steez is in here. I can ask him to leave.
have
Yeah,
you
that'd be
seen
good.
Rumpel's skin? It almost looked like you from a distance. He's fighting up on the top balcony versus Old Knight.
Oh yeah.
It looks like, at a glance, it looks like Superman's model. Oh my God, Old Knight is doing the most disgusting things.
Bald people do not look alike.
Well,
he was wearing the same outfit, and he's bald, and he's brown. Like I'm sorry.
Does he have a giant S on his chest?
No. but as I said, at a glance,
At a glance.
it looked
Yeah.
like Superman.
I think that hanging guy on next to the bridge looks like you at a glance.
But I'm not bald though.
At a glance.
You can
Yeah,
at a
that's
glance
fair.
you can tell he's bald. I'm not bald.
Not yet.
Well, from the waist down, he sure
Uh,
is.
Got me. All right. So
Hey,
again,
does somebody else want to open Old Night stream too? Cause like I'm the only one that's been watching his stream for a while.
I have so many streams open.
I mean,
Let me
too.
I don't think I can.
I have like 5 open right now.
Yes.
I'm more or less just trying to drive traffic to Cal or Superman. I'll just stream so it's a VOD for another POV later.
All right, so it looks like Agatha is going to be pushed back here. World's shittiest barricades just go down.
Who knew those dry sticks would burn so fast?
No, they're not dry sticks. They're literally twigs soaked in kerosene because have you seen they just throw the torch and it spontaneously combusts like the whole entire thing. How many campfires do you know that like literally you just put a fire to and bam, it just
Yeah.
starts going like that?
I think that type of kindling in the real world is saved for baby gender reveals.
Damn.
All right, so let's see who we have on the catapult over here.
Curse
Hopefully it's not
McGurse.
a random. Nope, he's going for the ballista.
And he didn't do
misses.
enough. I think
Not only that, he yeeted Moran with him as well.
I think it was actually Morin's fault because if you try launching 2 people, it has that effect.
What a moron! Who would have thought?
But it
Got
looks
him.
like okay.
Oh,
Wait.
that was
He got up
badass.
there. He got up there. That was like down to the wire too because the catapult was under siege and he was fighting somebody at the same time.
Wow.
Alright, so Agatha needs to turn the catapult around. It looks like Rabbit. Yep. Rabbit loves killing his own teammates on the stage, so we'll take a look here and see if he's good.
She wanna bet
He
he's
goes
gonna hit him with
down.
my B in the chat too.
Look, last time Rabbit was on Masons and they had just gotten the door down right here. And you know how Mason funnels into the gate, right? I see Rabbit shoot a catapult shot that takes out like 8 teammates as they're running through the door and he just goes, "My B." All right, so who do we have on Mason over here? Lazy Federale. We've got Wolf and Alpha on support loading. And then on the right side over here, we have Jimmy Flex. Jimmy Flex, and it looks like that catapult's going to go down. Rabbit's still on this one. Nope, it's Jazzy. Jazzy, dude, they are loading Jazzy up. Look, there are 4 people loading Jazzy's balls right now, like absolutely massive.
I'm gonna
Twice
do-
the balls.
Keeping the rightmost catapult locked down.
Oh,
that's
he's got a
good.
wave coming into him though. Oh my god, that's a lot of Masons.
If Jazzy can launch one more, he will kill 3-4 people, maybe.
Oh, it's down. He's trying
It's
to get
down.
it back up though.
He
Spit on
has
it. Do what you
never
can.
had it. Never had a problem getting it back up.
I knew you were gonna say it.
So we have a weird strat over here with Sunder and Rumpel. They're staying inside of the catapult, so when they repair it, they can literally just attack it from the inside.
And
They're
Mac
doing
is
the
doing that
old-
on Agatha's.
They're doing the old Death Star trick, you know, like it's coming from the inside of the catapult.
Yeah, well,
Or
you always,
something.
it's preferable to come from the inside.
And just a reminder, the cutoff is 9:30, so this will be the last one. But I'm sure this lobby is gonna stay sweaty for a while.
Yeah, it looks like one of those lobbies. So Jazzy's still trying to man up on the catapult over here. Maximus just yeeting rocks into the
John's got so many kills just there. Holy shit.
into the gate. Honestly, one of the catapults could do about a medium to high strength shot, about middle, and clear out a lot of Agathians. Well, they all moved, but
So there's there's 4 parts to this section when it comes to being able to win against a competitive team. Number 1 is the defensive kata, right? As well as we're working in tandem with the defensive ballista. The ballista keeps one of the katas down on the attacking side, while the defensive kata should be targeting spawn waves. I've gotten 72 kills joining on just this section of the map, just because of that.
I do see a lot of times the ballista taking out the right kata repeatedly, while the defensive kata takes out the left kata. It's a pretty common strat, but yeah, I mean, spawn waves are also good too. if you could stop them from spawning, you know, that'd be great. Looks like, yep, they're gonna get it. All right, let's see who's staying on the catapults to see if they're gonna kill the rest of their team.
Smart shot.
So it looks like both catapults have been abandoned, which is probably good for the Mason team.
Oh, this is my dream shot. So you can actually use the defensive catapult to clear the courtyard.
Yeah, you can. Let's see if anybody on Mason. Yeah, they one person on Mason might actually go for it, but they would have to do it like now if they wanted to. Also, Mason can take the ballista as well. I saw a match on Reddit.
I know what you're talking about.
Where somebody literally shot through this window. You already see him doing it over here. JBK is trying to snipe through the window over here.
He is terrifying as anything he chooses.
Yep.
So the funny thing is the ballista, I think, can hit the
spawn
window over here at the spawn.
Yep.
So it's it's pretty funny.
It's hilarious because when their spawn wave comes through that, they have to walk by a bunch of their dead teammates hung on the wall.
Yeah, just
Okay, the Rock's the Duke.
All right,
And he knows how to
overcoming
move.
odds. Top fragging like crazy in a flank squad.
He will be set on fire. Fun fact, all of the armor is doused in kerosene as well, so that's why everybody in this game is flammable.
Yeah, or you know, it's flammable, non-flammable, non-inflammable. So why are there 3 options? We'll never know.
They
R.I.P.
coat
Dr.
all of
Nick.
their armor. They coat all of their armor with WD-40 to make it extra shiny. And
I
smell
mean,
good.
when you're out on the battlefield, you'll use anything for lube.
Yeah,
Anything?
Look, WD-40 is water displacement. It's like almost the opposite of lube.
I mean, with everyone getting sweaty, keeps them off you.
Lord Moon holding it down in the middle. I always wondered, does Moon have peasant health, or does he have full like normal health, or just a
Peasant health.
peasant skin?
Yeah, he's got peasant health.
But
that
not
makes me
peasant
respect him.
skills anymore.
Oh my god. Legend skills.
No Name fighting Moon. Oh, No Name goes
Damn.
down. Oh my god.
Moon. Damn, son.
God, did you download
find
skills?
He's found the download button. He knows kung fu now.
He's telling them, "Stop trying to hit me and hit me."
Down, runs away from him.
He just gives him the thumbs up and runs away. Like
He's like, "Looking good, bud. Looking good."
Oh, this is amazing, and he gets.
Oh,
you hate to see it. Green Arms shooting a man in the back.
Not a man, a peasant king.
A peasant king in the back.
that's why he's the king, though. I've never seen a peasant make it all the way to Dark Forest. Like, he's got it going on, dude. Oh god.
Oh, you have no idea. That's why his pants have to be so loose.
Oh, I see.
So,
Yes, he can lean forward and stop himself, huh?
At command.
So I'm looking for Narak over here. He's running around the backside, very healthy. He's got an entire goon squad coming after him right now, running about 4 deep, going through the fires of hell right now, like 4 or 5 fire pots.
He needs to use the top right and top left. If you just stay around the throne, it does not allow your team to spread out, because that's why it takes forever for Masons to get up to this point. Because if they're fighting at the doors, then you got a few killers around the Duke to clean up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Narak is pretty heavily injured. They need, so they have 4 banners around the middle backside. Like, if you look back there, there's a lot going on. So, I think the Duke might be able to clutch it out. There is one archer over here, Green Arms, who's going to be going down.
Duke's catching shots, and now I lost him.
The Duke needs to probably get out from behind because he's going to commit Sudoku.
Yes, yeah, I'm not very good at puzzles either.
Yeah.
And he comes
He
in.
goes down.
Is that
Down to the
Peon?
wire. It was a maul attack to the face, so there is a good chance that it might have been Peon.
This might be the most cinematic Shiv match of all time.
All right, we got to give it up for both teams. That was a very close match.
All right, that's all she wrote. Oh my god, of course it's thick.
Thick Stronghold with
Go, Superman,
zero
go.
Oh, we
gravity.
can, yes, some already.